Okay, so today I would like to talk again about yesterday's favorite, Don't You Hate It. I already made a video about that at the very beginning of my channel, and I was saying that when I love something or someone, it's forever. I precise its lyrics written by Mark Hollis in the song Life's What You Make It. This sentence was coming back in my mind all the time, and I wanted to do a video about it, so almost 2 years ago now, I think 2 years ago, something like that. And why I'm coming back on it, because actually my opinion changed on it, on this sentence. Then, as I was saying, I thought that once I loved something or someone, it was forever, and that I was not going to hate something that I loved before. Usually I'm like that. Usually when I love someone, even if the love changed with time and maybe it's not the same thing anymore, I still love the person maybe by another way, or a thing, something that I cherished and loved before. It's very difficult for me to suddenly hate it later. I'm very faithful, and with things and with people. When I love something, I'm able to, for example, if it's a piece of clothing, I'm able to wear it until it's so warm that I can't wear it anymore, and maybe I'm going to recycle in something else, because when I love something, I really love the thing until it's really impossible to deal with it. For someone, same thing. I have a few friends that I've known since I was a child. My best friend, I met him when I was 8 years old, and when I really like or love someone, I don't turn my back to the person just like that. I think that we may love people for their qualities, but for their flaws too. We must accept them how they are. However, the other day I was sorting some fabrics because I'm selling also pieces of fabrics, mostly vintage fabric, and I came across a piece of fabric that 10 years ago was my favorite one. I was like crazy about it. It was a kind of seersucker cotton, pink and white, with flowers and wreaths, something very cute. And the other day, while I was sorting all these fabrics, I looked at it, and it was my favorite one. 10 years ago, I was crazy about this piece of fabric, such a point that I couldn't sell it, so much I loved it. And 2 days ago, I looked at it, and I can't say that I hate it, but it's too cutesy for me. I don't like it really anymore. And I thought, how could my taste have changed so much in 10 years? That's incredible. It never happens to me like that. I think that in 10 years I have changed a lot, because 10 years ago I was arriving in the US. I knew nothing about how to live in Los Angeles, and I was in pretty bad shape because of a problem in my life. And 10 years later, I'm not the same person. I'm much more aware of what it is about living in Los Angeles. Unfortunately, I'm not in a bad shape as I was 10 years ago. I'm much better. I have other problems, but not the same thing. I mean, I'm much more confident now and much more happy somehow. Yes, I would say that. But I thought, even if I change a lot, how my taste could have changed so much in 10 years. Especially when I see that there are things that I loved when I was a child, when I was a teenager, or even in the 80s, things that I loved. I think mostly of design or music, and I still love that. So I was wondering why I was able to turn my back to something that I loved and cherished before. How could that happen? It's so not me. And then I thought of the lyrics. Yesterday's favorite, don't you hate it? So I'm going to say, no, I still don't hate it, but I may not love it so much. I find that kind of sad. It's very sad because I don't like the things which end. I don't like that. I think that Mark Hollis was talking about being on stage. I think that he was thinking of that. That's my idea, I may be wrong. But I have the feeling that in the song Life's What You Make It, he was talking about the stage, because at the beginning he loved going on stage and at the end he hated it, so that was a good example. I've been trying to find something that I loved before and that I hate now. There is not much. When I arrived here, I absolutely loved Los Angeles. I was really in love with the city. I was thinking if it's possible to be in love with a place, that's it. Los Angeles is the place. And I still like Los Angeles. There are a lot of things here that I love, like the palm trees, the ocean, the weather in winter. In summer it's really hard, it's too hot. The space, the large avenues, the fact that it's very not difficult to park anywhere. There is some space everywhere. The fact that there is not much high buildings, so we can see the sky everywhere. The fact that we are in a huge city, but we feel like in the country. There are animals everywhere. Raccoons, squirrels, cats, birds everywhere, even a bear. There was a bear hanging around during a while, yes, I didn't see him, but friends of mine saw him. I like that. I still like that. When I go on the beach, there is a feeling which is difficult to compare to anything else, but I started also hating things here. I have more difficulties with people. I think that American people, and especially Angelinos, people living in Los Angeles, really don't have the same education as I have. So I realized that I was kind of okay with the people who are not originally from Los Angeles. For example, I have a friend, she comes from Chicago. Or I have another friend, I don't know where she comes from, but I like her, and she was not originally from Los Angeles. I must ask her from where she is originally. But there are also some people who came from somewhere else, and I don't get along with them. It's not that I don't get along, I get along, but it feels empty, you know. It's not deep relationship with people. You don't have the feeling that you have friends. It's just acquaintances who are very superficial, and you can't really count on these people. So I started feeling really very lonely here, because I felt that my way of thinking and my education was not really fitting in this place. There are too many things which shock me and which don't make me very comfortable where I am. So there are things that I can say that I really hate here, and I would have never thought that one day I would say that about Los Angeles, because it's a place that I used to love so much, and I still love a part of it. That's why it's so hard to decide going away. I don't know why I'm thinking about that now. Another thing, when you love your children, and that will never change. You love your family, when they are nice, of course. I thought you love your husband, and even once divorced, you still love him by another way. I can't say that I hate him. I don't hate him, but there are aspects of the person that I don't appreciate anymore. Not because I changed, but because he changed. It's not the same person I was living with during 20 years. I don't recognize him. It's like if it was someone else. I think this subject is kind of sad. So obviously there is something which will never change for me. It's music, because there are musics that I loved when I was 8 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old, 20 years old, 28 years old, and I still love them now. So I think that my taste in music don't change. My taste in art don't change. When I was a child, I was crazy about Claude Monet, who is a painter, a famous painter, the Impressionist movement. I still love Claude Monet. Of course, I have other tastes added on that, because of course I grew up and my taste changed a little. So I'm able to love Claude Monet, and I'm able to love Basquiat or David Hockney, for example, or Paul Klee, or Picasso, Miro, so many, Niki de Saint-Phal. But anyway, Niki de Saint-Phal, I loved her when I was a child already, so my taste in matter of art and music don't change much. So yesterday's favorite, don't you hate it? What about you? Are there things that you loved before and that you really hate now? I can say that I'm really in this position because hate, it's something really strong. I'm wondering if we don't start hating something after a trauma, or something which hurt us really strongly, and then we start hating. Or maybe it's me, maybe I don't know, I'm too nice, I don't know. Or we are never too nice, I don't know. I was wondering if it was something usual to hate something we loved before, or if it's a little extreme and I would be more as everybody, I don't know. So please, if you have any opinion on the subject, thank you to share it with us below. You can write your comments. Of course, if you like this video, please give me a thumb up. That would be nice. Unless you hate my video. Or if you hate it, please tell us why. I want to know why. You can also subscribe to my channel, but it's up to you to decide. I'm sorry I do a very short video this week, but I wanted to talk about that, and I don't think I have anything else to say. No, I just want your opinion. I want your opinion. It's really a question I'm asking you. Okay, thank you for watching my video, and I see you, of course, very soon. Bye bye.